All right, folks, it's Apothecary Diaries. That's the first time I think I called its name correctly in like weeks because it's been Detective Mau Mau. But
I mean, he's Batman, so
yes,
yeah.
yes. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna play the opening theme because this might be the last week we see it, being that next week is the last episode. Crazy, right? How far we come. The more I listen to the song, the more I fell in love with it. I'm just like, yeah. Like the full version though is just, and I think I just like Uru's voice a lot, like from her songs that she did for Inuyasha.
Mind you, old girl's still on the lam. She out. We haven't even gotten back to that part yet.
Yeah.
I'm just like, her too.
While
like,
you're courtesan here serving face.
I'm like, so much has happened. So much has happened, but also, wait, what about this?
Yeah. If people who starting the fan wars between Frieren and Apothecary Diaries, I need y'all to stop. Like, two good things can exist.
And they would be friends anyway. Thank you very much.
All right. that fan service, okay. Uh-oh. That's right. The mother. We're gonna see more about her. Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Oh man. Did he say that out loud or did he just say that to himself? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, okay.
Oh, he said it out loud.
He said it out loud. Yeah. Oh man. Damn. Is it gonna take a shot when you lose a piece? What concoction is she making, bro? Oh, okay, it matches. This is Batman. She prepped all this time for some reason, right? It's like, would you rather fight a normal person or Batman with prep? Like, what? Oh man. Yeah. But she's used to drinking poison, bro.
3戦目も私からでよろしいですか？
ああ、いいよ。一体何を考えているんだ。3戦目の結果も見えている。
That second rule has to come into play.
飲んだ2杯目にわざと負けるとは、やはり抜け目のない男だ。ではこれを。
Imagine none of them had poison in them. That'll be the real play.
I think they do. I don't think she's not that kind of deceptive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is, I feel, but
what if they just all taste off to begin with? There's so many ways this could go. Oh, if he abandons the game, then he loses.
Damn, it hit him hard.
Yeah.
Damn. For me, it's, but you know, yay, alcohol.
He is drunk. Yeah. This man drunk beyond belief.
His tolerance is low, or he's allergic to
spirits. Yo, GG's. Immediately GG's, bro.
Well, your father's shit. A bag of shit. So maybe He's not as duplicitous as we thought originally, or
Mhm.
we were led to believe originally.
Mm-hmm.
ふと悪いことが
So if he wins, he gets anything he wants. And if he wins, she takes anything she wants. Interesting. You have to become pregnant from this, which then lowers the value of the courtesan.
その差なのに相変わら
His
ず
uncle is Mamao's dad.
お前は奴と親交
Yeah,
が深かっただ
that's
ろ
crazy.
家を出てしば
Hold
し
on.
留学しろ留学念のためだ
しかし同じ頃身請け話
Casual
が
plot
なったと
twist
本心
there?
から文があり私も
Their fingers.
指切りそんな呪いが流行っ
おいせはお前本心ならもういない今さら何しに来たんだい3年も放っておいて価値が落ちた技術が
たを怪我し信用と価値が地に落ちた義女がたどる末路を
Hmm.
よたかのごとく客を取りあマオマオが
それとこちらの箱も
But maybe next episode. Let's see what the credits are gonna be for the final episode of the season. Huh? That's when we're getting a recap.
次回人士とマオマオ
Okay, maybe it's not a full recap because that was looking like a recap right there. Oh man, Kayla.
So I really want to give it to this show for subverting expectations and assumptions.
Yeah,
They really laid it out that this was a bad dude,
yeah,
which I'm pleasantly surprised that. I mean, yeah, it's okay. So I'm never a fan of a villain getting a redemption arc, but this is not that. This is he's only presumed to be villainous because of assumptions other people have of him and
yeah,
how he views the world. He's just kind of in his
yeah,
he has his own perspective on everything and he goes about his own life in his own way.
yeah,
And because of that people see him weird and schemy and stuff like that, right?
yeah,
And it doesn't help too that, but he's also a strategist too. So it's like
yeah,
I'm gonna say things, I'll do things so people can so I can keep subverting people's assumptions and thoughts about me.
yeah,
Um, to me, it seemed like she fell for him.
mm-hmm.
Like they seemed evenly matched mentally, so she fell for him.
Yeah,
And was like, well, I gotta get pregnant. That's the only way
yeah,
this is gonna work. It's the only
yeah.
way I'm gonna be able to
She
be
didn't
with
want to
him.
she didn't want to get bought out, and so she said that basically she fell in love with him too,
Hmm.
but it's the classic. He realized everything a little too late,
Yeah,
even though he
because
saw. Yeah,
because of how he sees the world and because of his own life
yeah,
circumstances, right? Hindsight
yeah,
is 2020. Um, so yes, and it just sucks that
yeah,
the fact that he took so long to realize sadly had negative effects on her life, and because
yeah.
her worth
Mm-hmm.
tanked because she got pregnant. Like I'm sure her plan was, "Oh shit, I'm pregnant, they're not gonna want me, we could just run away together."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But he took so long, and especially
ri
she kept asking for him, like how.
right.
Yeah,
Um, and she had nowhere else to go, so she had to keep the only place that she knew from birth, she was born
yeah.
there, was there, so she had to keep working and taking on clients that were obviously
Opar.
not up to par to her regular clientele
Yeah,
because her value's down, and that's how she got sick.
yeah. That's how she got syphilis. And it's so like when you look, yeah, it's so sad because it's like
Mm,
she lowered her value, I believe intentionally, so that
yeah.
he could come back and eventually, buy her out. But
Mhm.
because him being laden with work, his uncle, as we now know, is Mao Mao's dad in quotation marks. Um, like the whole thing just becomes so like sad because now she's wondering if he's ever gonna come back. What was one, what was a regular, say, I think they went from like weekly to monthly to like every 3 months to
Mhm.
like, and then he thought it was gonna be 3 months, and then that became 3 years. And
Mhm.
over those 3 years, she's holding on to hope that, okay, well, now she has a child, and he couldn't see it and or anything. Yeah, it's a really sad situation. Paints Locket in a very different light from what they were showing earlier on. You can definitely see the content, and then it puts into question, or I should say, changes the content that we know Mao Mao was looking at Locking with. Because it turns it from you did something to my mom to the you didn't do something for my mom,
Mhm.
type of deal. Um, even like even when she sent the oh, I wonder if that was Mei Mei who was sent away. No, it wasn't Mei Mei.
It was. No, it
It
was.
was
When
Mei
she
Mei.
was like,
Okay,
Yeah, maybe I just want to
that's right.
concentrate on
That's
the
right.
game."
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, and then sending her away so they can concentrate on the game, meaning that yeah, this is what she's gonna choose of her own accord.
Mhm.
Um, you know, and yeah, it's really sad. And then lock in like his dialogue at the end, talking about because of him, she basically had to lower herself to a streetwalker, which
Mhm.
takes on anybody because she's no longer getting work. The whole house that she had basically fell apart because of the bad rep that was given and whatnot. And so like, and that's because of the way he saw the world. So it's like one of those disasters, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really good. I know I've said this in a few other animes that we talked
Hmm.
about. Just realizing life happens.
Yeah.
You can have a plan for yourself, and she did. She planned it
Yeah.
out. She strategically planned it out. She
Yeah.
fell for someone. It was just like, well, the only way we can be together
Hmm.
is for me to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And she did that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like
So the
Chris
person
Queen
that she
plan.
loves
It
too.
makes
Yeah.
yeah, and it makes sense. It's like, well, like you said, it'll lower my value so he can buy me out. We can be together with this child, and I
Hmm.
could get out of here.
Yeah.
But then life has a way of just moving around our plans. We
Yeah.
know this well.
Yeah.
Um, so she has this plan. It's all going great, but in his life, because of his uncle getting
Hmm.
exiled, his father was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you away too because you two are so close, and I can't trust
Yeah.
that you aren't working with him. So if he's gone, you're gone."
Yeah.
And so that means his life path is divergent from hers. And honestly, I
Yeah.
feel like she kind of shoot maybe the way to go around all this if she
Hmm.
would have just been like, "Hey, bro, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
It's your baby.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering
You know."
if they weren't able to contact, well, because he kept getting oh, that was the other thing, because he
Right,
was
he got a
away.
lot of yeah, he got
He
a lot of letters from her. It's possible that in one of those letters she was just like, "Hey,
Yeah.
so funny story.
I'm pregnant.
Guess who's pregnant?"
Yeah,
Right?
and I'm pretty sure
And it
that's
just
probably got it, but they were never sent to him because
right.
we've seen it in other like series, like all the messages because he was also sent
Mm,
away. He wasn't at that household and whatnot, and it's like he say I'll be back in 3 months to see you, but now he's been dispatched for 3 whole years, and now all those mails, all those messages, he never got to get, and yeah, see, she kept on writing, and yeah, sad stuff all around. The one
uh,
thing that that I guess you could say that I found interesting is it seems like he would be a doting father because everything that's involving Mao Mao, there's like a heart
mhm,
symbol. He's way happier. At least, oh, this is for Mao Mao. Okay, this is anything for my daughter. So he wants to be a doting father. I'm guessing that's also because he feels guilty for what happened to the
mhm,
mother, and he hasn't been able to meet her. Because he's probably now it puts into better context like why he keeps trying to stop at that house because he believes
Mhm.
she's there, but
Mhm.
they don't allow him to meet her just yet because that's most likely because Mao Mao doesn't want that to happen just yet.
I
But
think it's a mix
yeah.
of yeah, Mao Mao hating him,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that she was obviously beloved by all her
Mm-hmm.
coworkers. They see him as a villain,
Mm-hmm.
and from the madam's perspective, the old woman who runs the joint
Yeah.
is like, "You took away my moneymaker.
Yeah.
You idiot! You fucking idiot! You
Yeah.
took away my moneymaker. You were gone for 3 years, and now you're back. Now
Yeah.
you're back.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. Like yeah, all those, and he has to eat and sit with the guilt.
Hmm.
But now this deal from Mal Mal, now sets up that he'll be able to finally, see her because he has to. That's who's gonna be bought out. I would believe that's gonna be who bought out. I can't see anybody else, Mal Mal, like vouching for somebody else to be bought out than her mom.
Right.
Um, but it's gonna be. I don't know if it'll happen this season because I was hoping we would see it this episode, but we didn't get that. But I was like to see that them reuniting because I mean that's for what it's setting up to be right now. Because he hasn't seen her, he doesn't know what type of condition she's in either. So it's gonna be very interesting whenever that happens,
I
especially
mean,
because yeah,
he obviously knows that she's sick,
yeah,
um, because
the
of the finger
severing,
sent in the
yeah,
mail. So it also makes me wonder, since there was a smaller finger,
mm-hmm.
Mama has all her fingers though. So like, is it a finger? Was it a toe? What's Mama missing? Or is it
Mm-hmm.
like, not to be gross about it, but if it's one whole finger and then the top of another one,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Syphilis will fuck you up, kids.
yeah, yeah.
Syphilis will fuck you up.
And this is before they had any cures or anything like that. I think was it penicillin. I
Mm,
think was for syphilis because I remember watching this other series called Doctor Jin, and I think syphilis was like one of the main diseases in there. The Doctor Jin,
mm.
the main character, is sent from modern modern history sent back into feudal Japan at that time, and it's a kind of one of those not an isekai but like a time travel series.
You
Yeah.
know what I just realized? I don't know
So,
for all you like live action girlies, Outlander is kind of like an isekai series. Outlander's the same thing. A doctor, or yeah, doctor nurse from 1940s, gets sent back in time to like uh feudal Scotland,
hmm
and then has to live her life there. Then gets sent back to the future,
hmm
but it's like like she lives her life at like the 1950s or whatever,
hmm
1960s, and then goes back in time again.
hmm
It's like I
it's interesting.
it's a
Yeah.
good book. It's like I love the first book, and like I kind of fell off like maybe third or fourth book in,
hmm
and I stopped watching the series because it has a lot of rape in it, and I was just like, I can't do this I can't get why it's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like it's that sense of she took her okay, so it like because she's a woman and obviously people start to think she's crazy, she has to subterfuge and, hide the
Yeah.
fact that she's from the future. Eventually she obviously ends up using her doctory skills there and
Yeah.
like, spoiler alert, at one point she creates penicillin before
hmm
penicillin is created. So
Yeah.
it's just
Same
like
thing.
it's like
And
that
yeah,
thing. She
Doctor Jin.
uses all
Yeah.
her knowledge from future for the past to help out like her community and the people around her.
Yeah.
Um and for political reasons and shit like that. But yeah, it's a good show. It's a like I love the first book, but it's a lot of rape. A lot of rape, a lot of sexual assault. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like
It's
it's like that. It's like, yeah, all these illnesses, like,
at that
yeah,
chapel. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Like, bro, it's very interesting. I guess next week,
Yep,
final
next
episode.
week.
It seems to be for this. I'm just double checking right now to see if it truly is the final episode for this series. Dang, it doesn't even feel like it, but really, yeah, next week it is. It is. Oh man, that's crazy. Well, with that said, we'll be catching you guys for the final episode next week of Apothecary Diaries. You already know. Doses.